से बच्चा होता है, तो 2000 बच्चा पार्टिसिपेट करता है और लास्ट राउंड में HR इंडस्ट्री से आते हैं। और कई बार इसका इम्पैक्ट, क्योंकि सब लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि इसको आप क्यों कराते हैं। हमारा बेनिफिट ये है कि सिर्फ चिल्काना यूनिवर्सिटी को नहीं, लेकिन सब एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स को बेनिफिट ये है कि इसके करने के बाद जब HR राउंड हो रहा है और जब HR इतनी इंडस्ट्रीज़ के आ रहे हैं जो ऐसी इंडस्ट्रीज है जहाँ पे जाना एक ड्रीम है बच्चे के लिए, तो इसको करने के बाद उसी टाइम पे उनकी सिलेक्शन, उनकी प्लेसमेंट हो जाती है। और कितने ऐसे एग्जाम्पल हैं। और उसके बाद एक इनका बहुत खूबसूरत कॉन्सेप्ट है बाहर का, कि इनका एक एलुमनाई, उसके बाद एक सर्कल ऐसा है, अभी आप लोग 3-4 बच्चों से ऐसे मिलेंगे जो पहले बाहा में पार्टिसिपेट किया, उसके बाद एज ए एलुमनाई वो बाहर आगे, और उसके बाद वो फुल फ्लेज वर्किंग फॉर बाहर। तो इतना कमाल का इकोसिस्टम क्रिएट हुआ है जिसमें हमें इतना बेनिफिट मिल रहा है। और मैं इमोशनल लास्ट बार बहुत बात क्योंकि हमारी दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी है हिमाचल में, पंजाब में, जब हिमाचल में फिजिकल राउंड हुआ उसमें आप लोग इतने हैरान होंगे सुन के कि विमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात करते हैं हम, पूरी टीम एक ऐसी थी जो ऑल गर्ल्स थी और वो कम्पीट कर रही थी बॉयज़ टीम के साथ। और अब आप देख सकते हो कितनी एंड्योरेंस चाहिए, किस तरह की गाड़ी बनानी है, किस तरह वहाँ पे स्ट्रगल करनी है। और इतना गलत रूल था क्योंकि बारिश हो चुकी थी और इतना टेढ़ा मेढ़ा रास्ता था, उसमें उन लड़कियों ने कम्पीट किया। सो मैं बहुत इस बात के लिए बहुत खुश हूँ कि बाबा ने सबको ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया जहाँ पे वो कुछ कर सकते हैं। सो थैंक यू वंस अगेन बाबा, एंड थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू कि आप हर बार ही हमारी हौसला अफजाई करने आते हैं। और इससे हमें और जोश मिलता है कि आपके थ्रू कितने लोगों को पता चलता है। और आप हैरान होंगे कि जब लास्ट बारी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद आप लोगों ने जब न्यूज़ डाली, तो नेक्स्ट बारी कितनी टीम्स जो कॉलेजेस को पता भी नहीं था कि ऐसा कोई बाहर इवेंट है, उन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट करना शुरू किया। तो आई थिंक ये एक विन विन है जब सब स्टेक होल्डर्स एक साथ मिलकर इसी कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में बात करते हैं तो अब यहाँ पे पहुँचते हैं। सो आई थिंक ये बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है।
और थैंक यू। और एक चीज़ ऐड करना चाहूँगा कि ये सपोर्ट, आपके सपोर्ट के कारण इस वक्त 200 से ज़्यादा टीम इसमें शामिल हो गई है। और एक ने, अभी हम 4 इवेंट कर रहे हैं, जैसे एक IC इंजन लेके बाहर है, एक इलेक्ट्रिक बाहर है, एक हाइड्रोजन बाहर है और एक ऑटोनोमस बाहर जो ड्राइवर के बिना चलती है। और चितकारा यूनिवर्सिटी के स्टूडेंट्स भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। तो ये अभी एक कॉम्पिटिशन नहीं रहा, ये एक टेक्नोलॉजी इवेंट हो गया है जो आउट ऑफ क्लासरूम एजुकेशन बोलते हैं कि इस तरह से अगर स्टूडेंट्स इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे तो उनका जो एजुकेशन है, उनका जो नॉलेज एसिमुलेशन है वो 100% पहुंच जाएगा। सिर्फ 4 दिवाली में जो सिखाएंगे वो 20%, 30% हो सकता है, लेकिन खुद गाड़ी बना के खुद गाड़ी चलाएंगे वो भी 4 घंटे के रेस में, तो इनका एजुकेशन एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी हो जाएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैं अभी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा मिस्टर बलराज वानोट जी से, जो ARI के डायरेक्टर हो चुके हैं और दिल्ली में रहते हैं, और स्पेशली आज ये इवेंट के लिए चीफ गेस्ट बन के
सर आगे आ जाएंगे।
देखिए, ये जो इवेंट है 20 साल पहले चालू हुआ था, 2004 के आसपास इसके बारे में सोचा गया था कि बेसिकली ये कॉपी है जो हम USA से कॉपी करते हैं। और इसमें क्या होता है कि हम जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो कॉलेज में पढ़ते हैं, जो भी वो सीखते हैं, उसको प्रैक्टिकल शेप देना और उनका विजन क्या है और रियलिटी के अंदर कैसा नज़र आता है, कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट रियल लाइफ के अंदर वो सोचते हैं, चाहे वो व्हीकल एमिशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, ड्यूरेबिलिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, इंजीनियरिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हो, वो एक प्रोडक्ट की शेप के अंदर निकल के आता है। तो उनको सारे एस्पेक्ट जो इंजीनियरिंग के होते हैं उनको सारा को लर्न करने का एक बहुत बड़ा अच्छा मौका मिलता है। और दूसरा क्या है, सबसे बड़ी चीज़, ये सारे जितने स्टूडेंट्स भी पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं ये ऑल ओवर द कंट्री से करते हैं। ओपन होता है कि किसी भी कॉलेज, साउथ का, ईस्ट का, नॉर्थ का, फिर आपस में जब कम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट के अंदर वो चीज़ बाहर निकल के आती है तो जो भी बेस्ट परफॉर्म करता है वो सामने आता है। तो उसके अंदर हर एक के अंदर एक फील रहती है कि मैं सबसे अच्छे से अच्छा करूँ। तो ये एक सीखने का जरिया है और हिंदुस्तान के लिए तो बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है कि हमने शुरू के अंदर ये IC इंजन से चालू किया था, और उसके बाद क्या है ग्रेजुअली हाइड्रोजन में आ गया है, CNG में आ गया है, और अब इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल में भी आ गया है, प्लस लेटेस्ट ऑटोनोमस व्हीकल आ गए हैं, एडवांस फ्यूचर गाड़ियों में आने शुरू हो गए हैं। ये सब रियल फील्ड के अंदर कैसे काम करते हैं तो बच्चा कॉलेज के अंदर ही सीख जाता है, और हमें एक ट्रेन बच्चा आगे मिलता है जब हम इसको एम्प्लॉय करते हैं इंडस्ट्री के अंदर। अदरवाइज क्या होता है कि इंडस्ट्री के अंदर उनको जाकर ट्रेन करना पड़ता है। ये फुली ट्रेन करते हैं। जितने भी लोग जब रिक्रूट करते हैं वो देखते हैं कि तुमने बाजा ऐसी किसी इवेंट के अंदर पार्ट लिया है कि नहीं लिया है, और लिया है तो उसके लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी सबसे बेस्ट बनती है। तो आई एम ग्लैड दैट चितकारा यूनिवर्सिटी पंजाब के अंदर ये चूज़ करी गई इस इवेंट को लेने के लिए। और मध्य प्रदेश में होता है तुम्हारे मैट्रिक्स, बेसिक थिंग इज़ कि जहाँ पर ट्रैक अवेलेबल हो ये वहीं पर इवेंट हो सकता है, अदरवाइज नहीं। सबसे बड़ा ट्रैक मध्य प्रदेश में मैट्रिक्स का है जो कि 1000 एकड़ प्लॉट के अंदर, और भारत सरकार ने वहाँ 10,000 करोड़ रुपये अपने खर्च कर रखा है। इसी तरह अब इसका साउथ के अंदर भी इसकी ब्रांच एक हो गया है। तो और अलग अलग शेप में होता है। बाजा एक अलग इंजीनियरिंग फॉर्म में है और एक फ्यूल एफिशिएंसी फॉर्म के अंदर दूसरा इवेंट होता है। और ये बेसिकली लोगों को ट्रेन करने के लिए है। द स्टूडेंट्स बिकम रेडी फॉर एम्प्लॉयमेंट द मोमेंट दे कम आउट ऑफ कॉलेज। आई विश देम ऑल द बेस्ट।
तो एस बलराज है हमारे चेयरमैन है बाजा ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के। स्पॉन्सर के बारे में बोलो, करीबन 50 स्पॉन्सर है
उधर दे दो सर, आप इधर आइए। थैंक यू।
जैसे कि मैडम मधुर चितकारा जी, बलराज जी और डॉक्टर वोरा जी ने बताया, ये इवेंट के जरिए बच्चे लोग, स्टूडेंट्स, इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स जो क्लासरूम में नहीं सीख पाते हैं वो ये इवेंट के माध्यम सीखते हैं, जिसकी वजह से डे 1 से उनका एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी बहुत ही आगे बढ़ जाता है। हमारे वहाँ के बच्चे लोग आज वर्ल्ड के कोने कोने में है। आप कोई भी इंडस्ट्री का नाम ले लो, टेस्ला जाओ 50-100 बच्चे लोग वहाँ हैं। मर्सिडीज बेंज जर्मनी में जाओ 50-100 बच्चे लोग वहाँ हैं। महिंद्रा इंडिया के अंदर 900 बच्चे लोग हैं। तो सारे इंडस्ट्रीज में वहाँ के बच्चे लोग फैले हुए हैं और फ्यूचर लीडर्स जो बनेंगे इंडस्ट्रीज में वो वहाँ के बच्चे लोग बनेंगे। ये इवेंट करना इतना आसान नहीं है, क्योंकि इसे करने के लिए काफ़ी हमें सपोर्ट लगती है। जैसे मैडम चितकारा है, हमारे पास 1-2 और भी कॉलेजेस है, मैट्रिक्स है। इसके अलावा हमारे पास 50 से अधिक स्पॉन्सर्स हैं जो हमें बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं। इतने साल से सपोर्ट करके आए हैं। हमारे भारत पेट्रोलियम जो सारा इवेंट का फ्यूल रिक्वायरमेंट, फिनेंशियल सपोर्ट, मर्चेंडाइज सपोर्ट सारा कुछ देते आई है। सो ये सब इंग्रेडिएंट बनता है जिनके सपोर्ट की वजह से ये इवेंट हमारा कंट्री के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा माध्यम बन रहा है फॉर द फ्यूचर ऑफ आवर इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स। थैंक यू।
दोबारा कर दो,
बाइट कर दो,
नहीं होगा
दे देंगे बस एक और बाइट दोबारा।
रेडी? हाँ सर, जो आज के इवेंट क्या खास था?
तो हम लोग 2015 के पहले जब इवेंट करते थे, रजिस्ट्रेशन होता था, डायरेक्ट इवेंट करते थे। 2015 के बाद ये इवेंट का पैटर्नेज इतना बढ़ गया कि 550 पौने 600 टीम्स आने लगी और इतना इवेंट करने के लिए हमारे पास जगह नहीं। तो हमने एक नवा प्लेटफॉर्म चालू किया, वर्चुअल इवेंट, जिसमें वर्चुअली हम लोग सबको एग्जामिन करेंगे और उसमें से बेस्ट टीम को लेके आगे बढ़ेंगे। ये फॉर्मेट थोड़ा सा चेंज किया। उसके बाद हमें लगा कि बच्चे लोगों को डिप्राइव नहीं करना चाहिए, तो हमने 2 इवेंट चालू किया, एक मध्य प्रदेश में, एक चितकारा में। दोनों जगह में हम इवेंट करते आए। बट उसके बाद हमें लगा कि ये वर्चुअल इवेंट जो है उसको हम रोकना नहीं चाहिए। वो एक और अच्छा माध्यम होता है जिसमें बच्चे लोग सीख सकते हैं और उनके अपना टीम को प्रिपेयर्डनेस के लिए आगे जल्दी लेके जा सकते हैं। आज का इवेंट जो है वो वर्चुअल इवेंट है, जहां स्टूडेंट्स अगला साल जनवरी का जो इवेंट होता है उसके लिए अभी से प्रिपरेटरी वर्क चालू करेंगे और उनका जो भी बगी होगा उसका डिज़ाइन जो है वो हम लोग को प्रेजेंट करेंगे।
उसके आगे का फिर क्या फॉर्मेट है?
तो ये वर्चुअल इवेंट होगा, उसके बाद फिर हम वर्कशॉप्स करेंगे उनके लिए, ताकि थ्रू आउट दी 9 मंथ्स पीरियड, उनका जो सीखने वाला जो पीरियड है उसमें हम जाके वर्कशॉप्स करेंगे, उनको और सिखाएंगे। और फिर उसके बाद हमारा फाइनली फिजिकल इवेंट होगा जो हर वर्टिकल के लिए अलग अलग लोकेशन होगा। जैसे कि हम पीताम्बुर में करते हैं हाइड्रोजन और मैकेनिकल हम लोग हैदराबाद में करते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक हम लोग चेन्नई में करते हैं, ऑटोनमस, ये फाइनल इवेंट है।
चित्कारा यूनिवर्सिटी इस पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है और स्टूडेंट के लिए नया सीखने के लिए जब वर्चुअल की बात हो रही है, AI की बात हो रही है।
चित्कारा यूनिवर्सिटी बाहर से अटैच्ड है 2015 से, और ये अब हमारा सेशन इसमें हमने वर्चुअल में भी और फिजिकल दोनों में पार्टिसिपेट किया। वर्चुअल इज ओके, क्योंकि वर्चुअल का बेनिफिट हमें क्या हुआ कि पैंडेमिक भी पहले बता दी कि पैंडेमिक में भी हमारा ये इनका गैप नहीं है, क्योंकि बच्चे वर्चुअली भी पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। लेकिन जब फिजिकल में हमारे लिए चैलेंज किया था एज ए यूनिवर्सिटी की इस तरह का ट्रेनिंग बनाना, बिकॉज हमें इंडस्ट्री नहीं है, हमारे पास 1000 एकड़ ज़मीन नहीं, क्योंकि कुछ ज़मीन इनके पास जहाँ पे वो बंदे हैं, लेकिन उसमें ऐसा उनको बच्चों को एक्सपीरियंस देना कि वो सीधी रोड नहीं है, कभी ऊपर जा रही है नीचे जा रही है, ऐसे एंड्योरेंस देखने के लिए वो हमें क्रिएट कर रही है। तो लकीली वी वर एबल टू डू दैट। तो उसके साथ हमारे को एज ए चित्कारा यूनिवर्सिटी क्या बेनिफिट है, पहली चीज़ तो ये है कि हमें इंडायरेक्टली बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। हमें ये पता ही नहीं था कि इस तरह की व्हीकल्स के लिए बच्चों को कैसे तैयार किया जाता है। हमारे पास मैकेनिकल है, हमारे पास मैकेट्रॉनिक्स है, हमारे पास इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, इलेक्ट्रिकल है, बट इन सब का मतलब अगर आप मर्जिंग देखो तो जैसे अभी ये बोल रहे हैं कि लेटेस्ट में हाइड्रोजन आ गया, अब ऑटो भी आ गया, तो ये सब चीज़ें हमारे बच्चों को ऐसा नहीं पता चल सकती थी जब तक वो हमारे मेंटर्स को भी नहीं पता था। अब जब वो लोग भी, अब सारे हमारे यहाँ पे मेंटर्स भी यहाँ पर हैं, प्रोफेसर सारे यहाँ पर हैं, और वो इन लोगों से इतना सीखते हैं इनडायरेक्टली, और वो इनडायरेक्टली हमारे बच्चों को जाते हैं। लेकिन एंड में हुआ क्या, इसका इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ा कि जब ये बच्चे लास्ट राउंड में HR मीट होती है और सारी इंडस्ट्री के, जैसे सर ने मुदासर ने बहुत सारी इंडस्ट्रीज़ का नाम लिया, सब इंडस्ट्रीज़ वहाँ पर आती है और इन बच्चों का चेक करती है सारा। और जब वो जो इंस्पेक्शन स्टेज होता है उसमें कितने बच्चे जो एग्जाम्पल ये बता रहे हैं कि मैं कहीं पर भी गया, इंडस्ट्री में गए, तो वहाँ पे हमारा बच्चा हर जगह था, इवन जर्मनी गए और वहाँ पर BMW चले जाओ, कहीं चले जाओ तो बच्चा ही होगा। अब वो कहीं ना कहीं पार्ट था वो बाहर का। सो आप ये देखिए कि और अच्छा आजकल क्या होता है कि HR राउंड जब लास्ट राउंड होता है प्लेसमेंट के टाइम पे, वो सब ये नहीं देखते कि कितना तेरा CGPA है, उनको कोई मतलब नहीं CGPA से, उनको ये मतलब है कि अदर देन एकेडमिक्स आपने क्या क्या पार्टिसिपेट, कहाँ प्रैक्टिकल हाँ क्या किया। अब जब ये जैसे ही बच्चा नाम लेता है ना कि जी मैंने इसमें पार्टिसिपेट, सब कुछ खत्म, वो और कुछ नहीं पूछते, ना उनका कोई टेस्ट लेता है। इतनी जिस बच्चे ने इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर लिया और वो किसी लेवल तक पहुँच गया, इसका एक प्लेसमेंट इम्पैक्ट उनके साथ है, बट वैसे भी उनका माइंड सेट भी चेंज हो जाता है। प्रैक्टिकली उनको समझ आता है कि इंडस्ट्री में जाके मुझे किस टाइप का एक कंपटीशन देखने को मिलेगा, तो यहाँ पर है। और बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें इसकी इम्पैक्ट आया कि हमारे सिस्टम का इकोसिस्टम, यूनिवर्सिटी का इकोसिस्टम इसके अराउंड खुलना शुरू किया, और उसके बाद हमने बहुत सारी सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंसेस क्रिएट करी इसको देखने के बाद कि बच्चे को कहाँ कहाँ सिखाया जा सकता है और कहाँ पर प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल है करना, जिससे उनका इम्पैक्ट बहुत बड़ा है। क्लासरूम टीचिंग का 40% है, 60% में बच्चा सीखता है इन एक्टिविटीज़, और इंडस्ट्री में ही है।
फोटोग्राफ करा लें प्लीज़, थोड़ा जल्दी करिए। हाँ जी
कैमरा की काम कैसे शॉट
थोड़े यार इधर
इट्स ओके
मैं
सर इससे आगे मत जाना कोई प्लीज, थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओ प्लीज, थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओ प्लीज, थोड़ा पीछे, थोड़ा वाइड हो जाओ सर, वाइड हो जाओ, थोड़ा सा वाइड हो जाओ, थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ प्लीज।
गाड़ी अनवील करेंगे ना पीछे की तरफ, और ड्राइवर अंदर बैठा हुआ है। ठीक है
मन पीछे आगे बताओ, पीछे आओ, पीछे आगे नहीं आना बिल्कुल।
अनवीलिंग करने के बाद आगे बैठा देंगे,
नहीं फिर फोटो नहीं आएगी ना, फिर
आ जाएगी मैम, आ जाएगी, देर वेरी कॉम
आगे में नीचे बैठ जाओ
सर, आप साइड
पीछे सर, थोड़ा आप थोड़ा पीछे प्लीज।
आप इधर आ जाओ, खान के इधर बैठो। एक आप इधर शिफ्ट हो जाओ। हाँ बस यहाँ पे मैन के पीछे मैन के पीछे बस यहाँ से
दीपांकर कहाँ मैं है आप? अच्छा मैं बाहर हूँ, एक मिनट फोटो कर रहा हूँ।
बस मैम मैं पहले इस कैमरा में करा लूँ। बस आगे बढ़िए, आप भी थोड़ा आगे आ जाओ। अरे सेट बैठ
गाड़ी बेटा सब, हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू थैंक यू। गाड़ी थोड़ा देखने देना ना।
एक समय थम्स अप के साथ
नेक्स्ट वीडियो 1 2 3 बोलूंगा, हम लोग बोलेंगे SAE और इनमें दांत दिखा देंगे।
अंकल जी आप प्लीज।
ठीक है,
हाँ जी
ओके रेडी सर, रेडी सर, 1 2 3 SAE।
बहुत बढ़िया।
एक मैडम का बच्चों के साथ दे दो,
एक मैडम का बच्चों के साथ,
और फिर मैम का बच्चों के साथ एक, और फिर एक डेमो गाड़ी, फिर डेमो देगा
बेटा आप
प्लीज पीछे पीछे, सब पीछे प्लीज, पीछे पीछे
प्लीज कर दो।
मैम उतार सकते हो
बेटा
गर्मी में
सर, थोड़ा पीछे आओ प्लीज।
करने दो हेलो हेलो वाइड एंगल वाइड एंगल
सर जी थोड़ा बाकी को कुछ नहीं सर, कोई बात नहीं, सारे घर के ही हैं। ओके चलो आराम ओके गुड।
मोबाइल नंबर
यस एवरीबॉडी स्माइल प्लीज।
ओके पहले इस कैमरे में करवा लो इधर। चलो सर आप कर लो पहले
यार थोड़ा पीछे आ जाओगे।
श्योर पीछे। अंकल जी आप भी आओ प्लीज, आप भी आओ।
वाह ये ठीक है ठीक है। हाँ
मैम इधर
रेडी।
थम्स अप करा दो जी इनको भी, बच्चों को।
ओके वी कैन हैव सी नाउ, सी चित्कारा, राइट हैंड सी, राइट हैंड सी, राइट हैंड।
वेरी गुड,
होगी जी।
बहुत बढ़िया जी, करो।
मैं रह गया मैंने कहा पहले इनको करा।
सी 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 एवरीबॉडी सी। आई थिंक कैसे
एक राउंड लगा,
एक राउंड लगा
मैम आप इधर आ जाओ।
नाउ वी कैन हैव
सर सर हाँ जी
भाई इधर से लेके आना, इधर से
दूर जाइए, सर्कल मारेगा तो दूर जाएगा।
राउंड मारेगा ये साइड में, आप पीछे आ जाओ।
अच्छा ठीक है सर, आप पीछे रहना थोड़ा सा ना। आए check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Check, 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 check. A very warm good afternoon to everyone. It is a pleasure to have everyone today. It's a warm afternoon and it is a pleasure to have everyone today. So before we begin with the proceedings of the day, we'll have the Chitkara Symphony Anthem for you.
प्रकट हुई है ये धरा नवन रूप धरन कर खुद को प्रकाशित कर रही है जहाँ को भी करे आलोकित भवन निर्माण औषधि रसायनातिथ्य और तकनीकी ज्ञान सहज बुद्धि और प्रतिभा खोजे ऐसा है ये हाल है भवन निर्माण औषधि रसायनातिथ्य और तकनीकी ज्ञान सहज बुद्धि और प्रतिभा खोजे ऐसा है ये हाल हिमाचल की शान है, पंजाब का मान है। हिमाचल की शान है और पंजाब का मान है, विविध संस्कृतियों को सजोए भारत माँ की शान है। मधुर मनोहर मोहक मोहित अद्भुत विश्वविद्यालय, परंपरा नवीनता का संगम है ये आलय। मधुर मनोहर मोहक मोहित अद्भुत विश्वविद्यालय। गुरु वशिष्ठ से राम शिष्य ऐसी पावन है भूमि, सकल कला परिपूर्ण बनाए, ऐसा पावन है आलय, ऐसा पावन है आलय, ऐसा पावन है आलय।
Sat Shri Akal and good afternoon everyone, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed members of the media, respected industry leaders, faculty members, students, and the ever-growing BAJA SAEINDIA family. On behalf of BAJA SAEINDIA and Chitkara University, it is my pleasure to welcome each one of you to this very special occasion, the inauguration and the press conference of the 20th edition of BAJA SAEINDIA. 20 years, 2 decades, thousands of engineers, hundreds of innovation, and one extraordinary legacy. Today, we are not merely launching another season of a competition. We are celebrating 20 years of nurturing India's future automotive engineers. Myself, Shetan VP, and I do not stand just as a master of ceremony here today. I stand here as someone whose life has been shaped by BAJA SAEINDIA. A few years ago, I was a participant, not with a microphone in my hand, but with the grease on my hands, sleepless nights, and a dream to build a vehicle that could conquer the terrains. As a participant, BAJA taught me far more than engineering. It taught me leadership, teamwork, resilience, and most importantly, it taught me that every challenge is an opportunity waiting to be engineered. Today, I have the privilege of welcoming the next generation that will create history, and I believe this is the true spirit of BAJA SAEINDIA. So to begin today's celebration, let us witness a glimpse of this remarkable journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen as we present the official BAJA SAEINDIA 2027 teaser for you. It was indeed an adrenaline-packed teaser. What better way to celebrate 2 glorious decades than by unveiling a symbol that represents 20 years of innovation, passion, perseverance, and engineering excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to invite Mr. Jatin Garg, Honorary Secretary, BAJA SAEINDIA, onto the dais.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. So, as Shetan told, BAJA SAEINDIA as a legacy, like I am also alumni of BAJA, Shetan is alumni of BAJA. So like that, we have a legacy of around 1.2 lakh people, students who have been there as a participant of BAJA. So over the last 19 years, we have built that legacy. And ये 20 साल में या ये 19 साल में हमने जो स्टूडेंट्स है, एक स्टूडेंट से एक इंजीनियर बना, इंजीनियर से now they've joined companies, and there are people who have now a CEO, a CTO, and many people have now started their own startups. And BAJA has been doing this over the last 19 years, and I'm very proud and honored to say that we are entering or stepping into 20th year. And to honor that, the journey, to honor that thrill of 20 years, we have made a special logo for this 20th edition. I would now request team to please showcase the AV for the logo. So I would say 20th year is not the end, it is just a beginning of so many years to come. We may have, I will be very happy to be part of this journey in 30th year, 40th and so on. So like I said, हम बाहर में सिर्फ engineers नहीं बनाते, we make them humans, a human who understands engineering, human who understands sponsorship, human who understands business acumen. अब एक इंसान जिसको business के बारे में पता है, जिसको costing के बारे में पता है, a complete human. And like this person who is now a human, and we would like to connect back to all the participants, all the 1.2 lakh participants of BAJA. For that, we are launching a website just to get connected with all students again and again. And I would now request the team to show the website. Very soon we will release the website on our social media accounts. So those who are seeing us online, they can get connected. Yeah, so this is the Humans of BAJA website. So right now we will take the details of the participants who are around the globe. उसके बाद में हम एक BAJA club launch करने का plan कर रहे हैं, which will be very exciting. Very soon you will see the BAJA club also live on our social media handles. Thank you. Shritan, over to you.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed an exciting initiative that we are taking forward. As you said, it's not just the 20 years, it's much more years to come. So with that, we'll formally start with the proceedings of the day. I would like to invite the dignitaries for the lamp lighting ceremony, as I call the name. Mr. Joel Joe Thomas, Mr. Jatin Garg, Colonel Rakesh Sharma, Dr. K.C. Ora, Mr. Balraj Subramanian, Mr. Balraj Banot, and Mrs. Madhu Chitkara, ma'am. Every memorial journey begins in seeking wisdom and enlightenment. The ceremonial lighting of the lamp symbolizes the triumph of knowledge over ignorance and marks the beginning of an auspicious occasion. I request all the dignitaries to please be seated on the dais. Thank you, everyone. It is a pleasure to have everyone on the dais. To formally welcome everyone to BAJA SAE India 2027, I request Mr. Balraj Subramanian, Chairman, Organizing Committee of BAJA SAE India, to kindly deliver the welcome address on behalf of BAJA SAE India. Sir, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dignitaries on the dais, Shri Balraj Banot sir, former director ARAI, our dear Madhu Chitkara madam, chairman Chitkara University, Dr. Vora, advisor BAJA SAEINDIA, Colonel Rakesh Sharma, Registrar Chitkara University, Jatin Garg, Secretary BAJA SAEINDIA, and Joel Joe Thomas, Convener BAJA 2027 virtual event, ladies, gentlemen, and my dear friends from the media and press. Thank you very, very much for being here today. I take privilege in welcoming you on behalf of all of us here to this wonderful afternoon, happening to be the virtual event inaugural program at Chitkara University, Punjab. With a humble beginning in 2007, when we had just a handful of teams, this event has grown leaps and bounds, not only in terms of the number of teams that participate in this event, but also in terms of the number of formats that we expanded into, from just the IC engine format in 2007 to the electric BAJA, to the HCNG BAJA, and lately to the autonomous BAJA, all keeping in mind the requirement of the Indian automobile industry in future. 19 years of BAJA, and as we step into the 20th year, has been extremely gratifying and satisfying. Satisfying because BAJA has been cultivating world-class automotive engineers across for the last 19 years with the support of stakeholders like the central and state governments, institutions such as Chitkara, BVIT, Sri Sai Ram, testing agencies like NATRAX, ARAI, GRC, and a host of sponsors who support this event in making it a reality year after year. This has provided a very, very great learning experience to the students, and today we are very, very proud that we have a BAJA student in every nook and corner of the world. Just to give you a few examples, sometime last year we got a call from 2 girl students of BAJA to whom we had given letter of recommendation to pursue their MS. They called up and said, "Sir, we've been selected in Tesla." So we were quite puzzled as to 2 students just going to pursue their MS and how they got into Tesla. They told us, "Sir, we saw an ad, we applied, and we had a lot of mention about BAJA in our CV. We had an interview for 45 minutes, all they asked us was about BAJA. And at the end of the interview session, we got the appointment letter." So this is what is extremely satisfying, that an event that we had started, not realizing the benefit of this to the engineering college students, has today transformed into such kind of satisfying moments for all of us who are on the other side watching these students grow and become future leaders of the world. On to the 20th year, we thought we should interview a bunch of former students across the world and ask them for their testimonial on what they felt about working in BAJA or performing in BAJA or participating in BAJA. We must have interviewed close to about 60-70 students from various countries all over the world. But one common factor that came out at the end of every interview that we had with these students was, sir, had it not been for BAJA, we would not be what we are today. And that is where it is so gratifying and satisfying. We hope to deliver this commitment that we have for a long, long time to come. And we request each one of you here, including my friends from the media, to propagate what we do for the future of our country, so that more and more students from various colleges all over the country take benefit of this great initiative. In fact, I recall Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi started the skill development program a few years back. But BAJA, with the visionary leadership of Dr. Goenka and Dr. Vora and a few others, started this initiative 20 years back. So that is the whole difference of what we are today and why we are here today. Just gratifying and just satisfying. I would also like to mention here the 50 odd plus sponsors who have stood besides us over the last 20 years, because of whose support we've been able to do these kind of wonderful initiatives without bringing down or lowering down our standards year after year. Lastly, my special appreciation to Madam Chitkara and her team for having consented to host this event. Just on a phone call, I think we just connected and she said, nothing doing, we'll do this event here. And that's the magnanimity that she has always been exhibiting whenever there is any initiative of BAJA that is taken up in Punjab. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you all. Thank you very much, media. Thank you, friends.
Our next speaker represents an institution that has stood shoulder to shoulder with BAJA SAEINDIA, nurturing innovation and empowering young engineers for years. Dr. Madhu Chitkara holds a PhD in education and brings 4 decades of experience as an educator, institution builder, and advocate for opportunity-driven learning. Under her leadership, Chitkara University has developed more than 100 industry-linked programs across undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral levels, each designed with a deliberate focus on graduate employability and real-world relevance, which is the sole focus of BAJA SAEINDIA as well. She has also championed entrepreneurship on campus by establishing incubation centers that have supported more than 270 student-led companies here in Chitkara University. May I now invite Dr. Madhu Chitkara, President and co-founder Chitkara University, to share a few words on Chitkara University's long-lasting association with BAJA SAEINDIA. Ma'am, the stage is yours.
Hello. Okay. I welcome all the friends from media, and I always say on this platform for the last 10 years, well said by Jatin, that every time when there is a press conference for BAJA, I become very excited. Reason being, they're sitting with all the techies. I'm from mathematics side, so sitting with all the techies. Me and I think Sharma ji, we both are the odd men outs. And well said by Jatin. Jatin said that I wish that for next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, he should be part of this. So see myself that for the last 10 years, I am attached to BAJA, and I wish with this age, if with the God's grace, my health is okay, for the next 10, 20, 30 years, 50 will be more, 50 will be too much. So with 70 plus age, so I wish that many more years I should be on this stage to talk about BAJA, because it is very near to my heart. I become so excited when I see my students working actually on these type of cars. And when Balraj sir was telling about in my interaction with the media there to Z News, so he was talking about that when they started, it was long back, 20 years back, and we are associated with 10 years. 20 years back, they started with the mechanical. Now see that we never thought of, and even I never thought of 10 years back, that we will be reaching to that stage where they will be talking about the autonomous. So I think this is a time where the BAJA activities are changing according to the need of the time, need of the that particular time, which is the requirement. So why we do that? Because normally in press conferences and whenever people meet me, they say that why you are investing on these type of activities. I always say that these activities give the kick to the students, because now Balraji was saying that the skill development and NSDC's programs are there. National Skill Development Corporations are there. Many verticals they have started. And we are very thankful to our PM sir that he is focusing on skill development programs. Now, this is also one of the program where, and you will be amazed to know that not only mechanical engineering students, but the mechanical engineering, mechatronics, electronics, electrical, and even the computer science students, they all become a part of a one activity, and such a great example of NEP interdisciplinary approach. Now, National Education Policy states, which started in 2020, the main focus of NEP was that you have to work, the universities and the colleges and even the schools, they should work with the universities and the stakeholders, and the momentum should be that it should be interdisciplinary approach. Now here, not only in engineering, but engineering student with other focus area also. So this is a great example where some of the teams are the contribution of the different disciplines. So here our professors are sitting here, it's not only from mechanical. So some is from electrical, some are from mechanical, and some are from computer science also. So it's a great combination. And what is the outcome? Why because normally media also asks that why you are doing it, what is the benefit of doing it? The outcome is that when industry and academia are together, now you are seeing on the stage, we two are from academia, me and Dr. Sharma, and all others are from industry. So when we sit together and we see the outcome, that how the students will be placed in the industry. So these are the activities, and well said by all the speakers, and I think they will be giving you the examples also, that they become, and you have seen my MC, he was part of a BAJA team, participated, then became the part with the alumni BAJA, and then part with Jatin is an example of working for BAJA. So you have seen the stages where the students are benefited, and when the companies come for the placement, they ask, and if students, if I am a student, I participated in BAJA, and they will say, you participated in BAJA, okay, done. So they are placed. So see the outcome, that participating in these activities, the outcome is so good, which is fruitful for the students. And we also learn. In this process, we also learn a lot. When last time when we were creating a terrain for BAJA activity in Himachal. So we have 2 universities, you all know. So in BAJA, Himachal campus, it was very difficult for us to make, and then the rains were there. So it came out so well, and they said that we are lucky that the rain is there, and they have got more complicated place to show. So these are the activities where, and I'm very thankful to, always thankful to media that propagating these type of activities with your articles, and then the more and more number of teams are becoming a partner to BAJA activity. So once again, thank you, and all my partners sitting here, giving this opportunity to Chitkara and having a faith in Chitkara University. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the inspiring speech and iterating on what academia and industry collaboration does relate to the students. It's a pleasure to.
I was not mentioning was, I think I forgot to do that. Why I was excited last time, there was one team came to our campus, which I mentioned there also in the interaction, and it was all women-led. So all the team members were girls, and that was the best excitement for all of us, that girls are also coming up for doing these type of hardcore activities. So that was the good one. 28%. So sir is saying that the diversity has increased to 28%. So the teams are 28% women-led, and same is happening in our campus. I think Jatin was saying, or you were saying, that we have incubation centers and startup system. So you will be amazed to know that 76% of our startups are women-led. So it's a such of, and it's in a diversity. If you see in Chitkara University, people say that it is 40-60, 40% women, 60% men. In our case, it is vice versa. So 60-40, 60% women and 40% men. So it's a great example of women empowerment. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Let's give ma'am a big round of applause, please. The story of BAJA SAEINDIA cannot be told without acknowledging the vision of those who laid its foundation. It is a privilege to invite Dr. K.C. Ora, Senior Advisor, Organizing Committee, BAJA SAEINDIA, to take us through the incredible legacy and evolution of BAJA SAEINDIA. Sir, please, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. It's already afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Dignitaries on the dais and dignitaries of the dais, my friends in media and the students. I'm very lucky to be here because I'm also part of this 20-year celebration. As they said, in 2006 we started working. Mr. Banot said 2004 we started working on BAJA. Basically the aim was how do we improve the membership. And that was the aim. And how do we make it interesting for the students? And then we came out with two events, Supra and BAJA. And we decided everything about BAJA in 2006. 4 of us went to USA, took training in BAJA SAE International event in Florida, came back and started the event. Dr. Goenka was there to support us. And in this 20 years, he is still there to support us. He still continues to be the chair of the steering committee of BAJA SAEINDIA. I remember those days when we did the event in the first year at Pithampur, at Natrex, where government had given us 250 acres of land. And in that land, we built up the entire BAJA track, and the students stayed there, and the faculty also stayed there. No one stayed in the hostel or in the hotel. Everyone stayed there. We created tents, and that was an extraordinary event. And I must say that in those 5 days, it was a 5-day event. We didn't even sleep in the night because we were all continuously working. Tent taiyar hai ki nahi, ye taiyar hai ki nahi, sab taiyari kar rahe the, because that was the first year and we wanted it to be successful. A lot of industry people supported us during those period, and the number of industries have increased in this 20 years. We have touched 50 industries from automotive and automotive component industry who have come here to support us. Recently, Madam talked about startup. Madam, I have also become a startup working on hydrogen cylinder, and we were one of the 120 startup who were selected by Prime Minister to go to France, a city called Nice, and we were there, 120 startups, all from different field, automotive, space. So I met the CEO of this space technology startup called Agnikul. Agnikul is incubated at IIT Madras, and I met him. And I had a colleague with me who was also with me, and we introduced each other. I just said I'm a professor. I was working in ERA and now I'm in teaching. So my colleague said, sir, Dr. Vora is the one who created BAJA. He jumped at that. He said, you are the person. I want to meet you because I want to thank you. Even though we don't make automobiles, we make rockets. We want to thank you because whenever we get a biodata of the student and it mentions that they are participant of BAJA. Initially, I did not understand what is this, but when I did a survey that all the students whom they have employed in Agnikul, somehow he was able to find out a relation के हमने जो select किए अच्छे students job के लिए वो सब BAJA के ही थे. So he said, I have many BAJA participants with me, and now I have understood, and now I have made a rule that if the student is participating in an event like BAJA, you please send me for interview. I will interview them. Otherwise, he says, I don't interview, somebody else interviews, and they decide whether to take him or not. So we have reached that stage that we are known about this BAJA, and not even BAJA USA, BAJA India is more popular even in US and Europe. So if a student writes he has participated in BAJA, attaches a certificate, he has very high chance of getting jobs abroad. Not only that, he has very high chance of getting selected in a university postgraduate program or PhD program if he has participated. And I have been writing letter of recommendation to many students who are participants of BAHA. So अगर एक बार आपने BAHA में participate किया, just write to me and I will send an LOR to them, or I will directly upload the LOR in the university. So now universities have started asking me that do you want to recommend any students every year, and I gladly recommend a lot of students who would like to go abroad. Coming back to BAHA, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, so we have a tab. So we started this event in September. I remember the date, September 2006, when we inaugurated and had a press conference in Delhi, India Habitat Center, where President of SA India, that is Dr. Goenka, and President of SA International, Mr. Henderson, were there. And in presence of Dr. K. Kumar of Maruti, we declared this event. And then there was no going back. We continuously started doing more and more modification. And we were able to showcase this event as one of the best flagship event of SA India. We were very fortunate that in 2014 we met Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and we said, sir, we want you to come as a chief guest. And he said, I will come only if you do something different. Right now you are just importing an IC engine and using gasoline. There is no fun. Use alternate fuel or electric mobility or something. So this is when country was not ready on electric mobility. Some experiments were being done in different parts of the country like Rewa. And we came back, we discussed with Dr. Goenka, and we said we will start e-BAHA, and that is in 2015 we started e-BAHA. That is the time when Chitkara University also entered into the picture, and they said we will also support you and we will do. And we are very lucky that we did event here in Punjab and also in Himachal Pradesh. Both the location we have done the physical event, and both the events are known to the students. They still remember that it was a wonderful place and wonderful hospitality. And I will remember one event when we did this event in Chitkara University here at Rajpura. It started heavily raining, and it is that time that Dr. Colonel Rakesh Kumar came forward and said, we will support you. He got 100 raincoats, 100 umbrella, and he distributed, and he gave us all the library, he gave us all the workshops of Chitkara University to do the event.
In fact, I think I should add what Dr. Bora said. He almost stopped the rain.
Yeah. And then we were very fortunate to start 2 more events of BAHA. That is, after M-BAHA and E-BAHA, we started H-BAHA hydrogen. Today we have fired hydrogen BAHA with 18% hydrogen in CNG, and our target is to go to 30%. Volvo Eicher has agreed to support us in this. And then we also started autonomous BAHA with blessing of Dr. Riji Mathai, the director of ARAI. And then we did 1 event in ARAI, 1 in GARC Chennai. And once again, we will be doing an event in Chennai, and in 2027, we will be doing in AREI. Recently, we have also got a response from Hero MotoCorp saying, why don't you start a 2-wheeler BAHA? So, BAHA has become a name. You start any event, but the BAHA word should be there. So, we have agreed in principle that in future, we will do a 2-wheeler BAHA, where students will design a 2-wheeler, whether an IC engine or an electric or a hydrogen, and they will also do a similar event. We are also wishing that one day we do a flying BAHA. That means we take a drone which can take 100 kg payload, and we can. So we have made a concept. We need to work on this. And when I say we need to work on this, there are series of people who are there supporting. Mr. Balraj Bhanot, who is now 84-year-old, he still supports us. And we have many people. Mr. Vinay Mundra, who just completed 80 years, he is the chief judge of BAHA. So what Jatin said and what Madam said, even I wish that I continue to work for BAHA throughout my life till I am there on this earth. Okay, so with this we go ahead. So when we started BAHA, we had 500 students and couple of clubs. Now we have 495 collegiate clubs in India with more than 40,000 students. We do a lot of events for them, not just BAHA. There are many other events like FE Cycle, Supra or Formula Car, Tifan and other events. And even number of professional members have also increased to 5,000. So these are all the events which we have been doing, but BAJA has been the flagship event. So this is the roadmap of BAJA. As I told you, what are the various events we started. And the most important was during COVID, the entire world was sleeping. The colleges were closed, the classes were closed, the offices were closed. But we didn't stop. We continued BAJA. We were very fortunate that we got 1,000 licenses of IPG car maker from Germany. And we continued the event. The entire event happened on IPG car maker, where the students made the BAJA vehicle on IPG car maker. We made the track on IPG car maker, and their model vehicle ran on our model track, and it was so wonderful to see those events. We also learned about using software for vehicle development, and today the development time, which used to take 6 years, Scorpio for example took 6 years to develop. Now industry are able to develop a vehicle in just 1 year because of all these various softwares which they use. So 4 events: M BAJA, E BAJA, H BAJA and A BAJA. M BAJA IC engine, we have since then changed for an imported engine to now Honda engine. And in H BAJA we are very fortunate to get Greaves to give us engine which is a dual fuel mode injected engine. E BAJA, students are free to use any motor and any battery, and by now almost 10% of the students are designing their own battery, manufacturing those batteries, getting it certified by a test agency and then using it. And we also started swapping of battery. That means during the event, students, a 4-hour race, students don't have to wait for recharging their battery or come with 2 batteries or 3 batteries. They are free to swap their batteries. So they come with 2 batteries, and after 2 hours they swap this battery in a fraction of a minute and continue the race. And then comes the A BAJA, which is very difficult to comprehend for our students to convert an electric vehicle into an autonomous mode. But we have reached a number of 25 students are participating, and this event will be in the end of July in Chennai. So with this, I thank all of you to be here, and I thank Chitkar University to host this event. The actual event is going to take place on Saturday and Sunday online. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing the exciting legacy of BAJA SAEINDIA, sir. So we have a special guest who is joining us online. We have Dr. Arun Jora, the Chief Technology Officer of JK Tyre. So JK Tyre has been the title sponsor for the autonomous BAJA event, which is happening at Sri Sai Ram College in the upcoming month end. So Dr. Jora has joined online to connect with us all today. Dr. Jora, it's over to you, sir. So to brief about JK Tyre have been supporting us since the inception of BAJA. So initially they were the title sponsors for the combustion event which happened earlier. Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, can you please present the screen? Perfect. Dr. Jora, you're audible, sir. It is over to you, sir. We have an audience who are seated before you. Yes, requesting you to unmute and say, I guess it's not audible.
Okay, great. So, good afternoon. It's a real privilege to be here today as we celebrate a landmark moment. 20 years of BAJA SAE India. How we have partnered as JK Tyres and nurturing talent, building skills, and enhancing the ecosystem for the automotive industry. What began as a platform to innovate, to work together, to bring in ideas by the young engineers on rugged terrain has over 2 decades become one of India's most respected proving grounds for automotive talent. Thousands of students, hundreds of colleges, and several hundred all-terrain vehicles later, a BAJA SAE India has built something far bigger than a competition. it's built an ecosystem, an excellent ecosystem. As a sponsor, JK Tyre had the opportunity to watch this journey closely. The late nights in college workshops, the teams pushing their vehicles and themselves to the limit, and the sheer grit it takes to go from a design sketch to a machine that can survive the toughest terrains. That spirit of relentless problem solving is exactly why we've been proud to be a part of this journey, as well as the can-do attitude of the young engineers that have a great resilience. Today's launch of the new logo and website marks not just a cosmetic refresh, but a signal that BAJA SAE India is evolving with the times while staying true to its founding purpose, nurturing engineers who can build, break, fix, and build again, a new identity for the next chapter of a 20-plus year legacy. For JK Tyre as a sponsor, association with BAJA SAE India has never been about visibility alone. It's been about investing in the engineers that will shape the future of mobility in India, many of whom I have no doubt are in this room today, and many of them have graduated and are propelling the automotive industry for the country as well as outside the country. Here is to the last 20 years of grit, innovation, and engineering excellence, and to the future, which I'm confident will be even bigger. Congratulations to the entire BAJA SAE India team on this fantastic milestone, and best wishes to all the team members. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jora, for your warm wishes on celebrating the 2 decades of BAJA SAE India. We are forever grateful for the support JK Tyre has been providing us since the inception of BAJA. So it is time to invite our chief guest. Experience is the greatest teacher, and our next speaker has dedicated decades to shaping India's automotive landscape. Mr. Balraj Banod is a double graduate in engineering, besides postgraduate diploma in industrial management and MBA from FMS Delhi. He is chairman Transport Engineering Divisional Council of BAS, the national body which frames Indian standards. He is a consultant in DIMTS, the Delhi Integrated Multimodal Transit System Limited. Apart from being advisor to numerous organizations, he is a member of numerous committees of Government of India. He is a former director of Automotive Research Association of India, Pune, an organization which is the primary homologation body in respect of vehicles for Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. He is also the former chairman of CMVR, besides heading Automotive Standards Committee, and was also the chairman of SCE Western Section. It is an honor to invite Mr. Balraj Banod, automotive homologation expert, to deliver the chief guest address. Sir, we are honored to have you here, sir. I've been traveling with Banod sir since morning, and to be honest, rather than learning in the 4 years of degree, I learned a lot of things from one conversation that I had with Balraj Banod sir. That much experience he possesses in the automotive sector, and it's my pleasure to have you here today, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Now I'm 84 years old, so my voice is a little bit hoarse. So you have to pardon me for that. So let me first of all thank Madam Chitkara for inviting me and bearing my expense for coming from Delhi to this place. And also thankful to SAE, especially Dr. Vora, for inviting me here as a chief guest. I remember having introduced Dr. Vora more than 20 years ago to SAE, and also putting him in the education field. He was working in a laboratory, but he fought with me that why don't you shift me to the education, that is my passion. So I was forced to put him. So I'm glad that he has flourished, and also with him flourished the SAE BAJA also. I've always wondered why this BAJA word is pronounced as BAJA. I don't know. Is it French?
It's a Mexican word.
Huh?
Mexican word.
Word. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't know whether it started in Mexico or what. I don't know.
Started in place called
Is it? Okay. Fair enough. So I remember very well those years, early 90s, 90s, or late 80s, when SAE came to India. 80s, 90s, 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 90s I was the Deputy Director General in Ministry of Heavy Industry at that time. And they said that they want to open a SA India here, office in India. Earlier, all our people were members of SA International. So they say they want to open a society here and all that. What should we do? So I was thinking what to do. So we asked Dr. Kumar, who was the R&D head of Maruti. I said, will you take it over? He said, from industry, how can I pursue that matter? So then I said, let me catch hold of ARI then. At that time, Brigadier Puranik was the director. I requested him, I said that these people want to make a society here, why don't you help them? Because you are the head of the automobile, you will take care of it. But of course, automobile was in a very bad shape at that time. And that is where SAE got the birth in India. And from there onward, we started having this 2-year event of SEAT, as you know. ARI had been every 2 years celebrating the SEAT function. And always there have been thought in the SAE that we are doing a lot for the students. But what is it that we are doing for the professionals? Even today that situation still exists. And we go on debating in our committees. Because SAE students, after they leave the college, they are no more the members. So continuity of membership of SAE has become a big issue. So I was always wondering how to increase the incentive for the professionals to be continuous member of SAE, you see. And then we had suggested number of sort of a suggestion in the various committees that do this or that, like giving an extension and access to all professional members to all data which is available in the SAE website on various your webinars or seminars or whatever you hold. So all those presentations are easily available for the people professionals. You see that given easy access, otherwise these archives are always meant to die, nothing more than that. So I said that will be incentive at least. So people are working like SAE India and as well as Chennai office, where now we are making a SAE building nowadays. And as he mentioned that as far as SAE BAJA is concerned in India, it's got its birth somewhere around 2004 and all that. But it took 2 years to take a shape because we did not have any place where we'll be doing the field exercise. So I remember very well when we had sort of located a place for Netrex in Madhya Pradesh, where the government of Madhya Pradesh gave us 1,000 acres of land at ₹1 to the President of India. And that is where ultimately government spent almost like 10,000 crores of rupees. And we could create a small place for SAE because the director agreed he will not make any tracks there and he keep the land maneuverable, not officially given to the SAE, but maneuverable for SAE BAJA activity or any similar activities, even for the construction equipment also. And that's how it started, basically 2006. And then it's a gracious sort of a offer of Mahindra, Pawan Goenka, that he sponsored the first event and that's how he came in the picture. And I think ultimately shifted to this Punjab also, and because they had taken over that tractor factory. That was the incentive, Swaraj. And there my earlier friend was the director who is no more there, who was died, chairman, Mr. Chandramohan, okay, who was ex-railways man. And it is only because of that the things have survived. For me, working in the government, I was always wondering that beyond Delhi there is no automobile. In my whole life, in the career, because I got now 60 years at my professional career. I started in 64. So where are we today? And 25 years I was dealing the subject of electronics. Now it is almost 35 years I am more automobiles than electronics. But electronics, I come back to the automobile, so I feel more comfortable because our mechanical engineers are little weak on electronic side. That's their weakness. And so basic thing is that, so I was wondering why beyond our Haryana Maruti, rest is all a barren land for me. Automobile, I never had any meeting of SIM or anything, or industry meet or anything. It was always, except that I was director in JCBL here, which I left after 10 years. I said, not interested, I'll go back. So then Swaraj Mazda, these are the only three, and Satluj was there. Yes, these were the 4 units I had on my tips, which was there. So we used to have their members in our committee sometime. So, but now I think with the BAJA, at least on the education front, we feel that there is a presence, they are also known that in Punjab, something is there in the automobile. They have to think about it. So, and their students can also get an exposure outside. Otherwise, people coming from Punjab onwards, automobile was a bit question mark in the minds of the people in the auto industry. Well, Punjab, question mark. So maybe with the BAJA, I think they get a better advantage now, an opening for them. They are known there. I remember when I was director ARI, so from Chandigarh College and all these places, I always used to tell them, please come to ARI, I'll give you training. I'll have 2 months training to your people. Come here, learn something what is there in automobile. You people don't know what is happening in automobile, sort of thing. And but I hope that with the Chitkara people and all that, the other colleges will also gain importance in the automobile as far as your automobile industry is concerned. So now, as far as BAJA is concerned, as I see it, it basically is a sort of a platform for students to get sort of a knowledge on an international level. They are not limited to the college. For example, in engineering colleges, they have got very limited knowledge about automobile in a faculty or in the labs or the infrastructure, because each lab and workshop for automobile requires crores of investment. It is not an easy game. So they don't understand that much. Bulk of it lies in Pune. Majority of the automobile is Pune and around that period. And a couple of it is in Bangalore and Chennai little bit. But bulk is in Pune, you see. And in this part of the world, so this BAJA is one activity which gives the exposure to those people and also to interact with international judges and expertise and professors who give them the knowledge. They get evaluated by them. This is an interface with them, sort of a thing, what is happening. Otherwise, limited knowledge in the college, what they possess is a very limited knowledge. They can't work on that principle. So this is a good opportunity for your students. So they get an international exposure, especially with the virtual thing. Now you have become international, not only India. So that is a further advantage to that sort of a thing. And I think that your organization to continue to play a role, but you should try to get some standard regular sponsorship if on a long-term basis this activity has to sustain. Otherwise, the moment the sponsorship dries down, this activity also reduced. So that is important for you. But students, the vision of the student enhances hell of a lot. You see, whatever they have got in mind, whatever thinking process is there, it can transform into physical activity and a product in front of that. They can visualize what is the idea, how to transform into a real thing. And then you are open to the competition at the national level. So your own students are basically being evaluated by your own sister organization somewhere else in the all over the country amongst the various colleges. So you also come to know where your students stand vis-a-vis others. That is very important. Otherwise, in this field, you remain in isolation field. That is a very important thing. And interaction between the different colleges is very important. So I am glad that that every year this event is happening now. So I think it is all the more important. So I think, and more, your people should also take part. I will suggest not only BAJA activity, but they should present papers in activities like SATE and somewhere else, that ARI every year, and including in ICAT, what is happening. They should participate. Can you have a glass of water? My mouth is drying. Just give me anything. जरा खोल देना भाई, मैं ग्रिप खुलेगा नहीं मेरे से. Because I am diabetic also, so mouth gets dried up soon. So I think that is very important. The more exposure your students get, the better it is. It is very important. So I don't know whether as Chitkara, do they give any presentation in a state papers or anything where people writing, any student? I am not aware of it. I have not seen. Huh? Huh? Wonderful. So they take part in the SEAT regularly or no? That is. So like ICAT is having that event now recently in November, which is coming up. So that is also an international event. So I think the students should take part in that. So I wish you all the best, and I hope with the coming years, now ICE engines will take the back seat and you will be going more for your hydrogen. I have got a little doubt because you should be a little careful. It's a dangerous material, and handling at the student level is a question mark. You know that in our country also at this moment, it is experimental stage, you see, and giving in the hands of it a practical side of it, of the hydrogen vehicle, is a little dangerous. Sometimes it may be a dangerous experiment, life-saving. So life is a question mark. So because there are other things, like nowadays ethanol is becoming very important. Why don't you start evaluating whether the controversy of E20 and all that, how much does it does it damage to the vehicle or not, or is it a myth? You know that ARI gives its own comment, everybody gives its own comment, so I will not comment on that part. So similarly, you can now have the ADAS. ADAS is a big thing. Instead of an autonomous vehicle, I will strongly suggest you go for ADAS and find a customized ADAS which is suitable for us. Because at this moment, whosoever is introducing ADAS feature in the vehicles, he is only superimposing from outside the pattern of America and Europe and all that. I was telling them while I was traveling that 2 years back I was trying to buy a car. So I said, I don't know how much horizon of my life is there. So I want to try this ADAS, how does it work in our Indian environment. So I was looking for a car which is giving me the advanced feature. And plus I wanted to go for a hybrid vehicle, not electric vehicle. So I wanted to try out, where does it feel. So hybrid vehicles means only option is Japanese vehicle, because rest of the world doesn't have that technology, very simple. So the option was Vitara or you go to the Toyota, both are same technology, no difference. So, but I came across only Honda City, one model, top class, giving the ADAS features. So I landed up with that. So anyway, though that was the third model I got, and I was having a fight with my family. They said 3 times you got the same model. Didn't you have anything else? I said I was basically sold to the ADAS features, not to the car. So I want to try out how does it function in our environment, sort of a thing. But when I introduce all those features, like your lane departure, emergency braking, you see, cruise control, these are the basic features at this moment which are available in these cars. All the 3 are the worst. You see, when you are traveling in traffic like Gurgaon, for example, you see, with small scooter or any person coming in front of a car and all those things, there should be emergency braking always. So I was always abusing my driver. I said, what the hell are you doing? Every time you're putting, sir, this is a gift you have given me. Huh? So either you disable this ADAS or you bear with it. No option. Then you talk of a lane departure. We don't have the lanes. Where is the question of departure? Cruise control, whether you are cruising in front of your car or a three-wheeler or a two-wheeler. So which one? So you must basically in our sort of a environment. I'm just closing down. Yes, I'm just giving one example that, yeah, you see that what I wanted to say is that the practical side of it. Then I told ARI that as well as ICAT, you put on one vehicle all sensors, whether it's the LiDAR or the ultrasound or radio frequency or any other frequency. Collect the data for at least 3 lakh kilometers in the whole country. And based on that only, you develop the ADAS which is suitable to us and our traffic conditions. And then you develop the whole and the standards around that. I don't know whether it will come up. Probably they are going to introduce new standards soon in our country. So I think you should have something to do from the students on the ADAS front rather than autonomous. Autonomous will be meant for our only enclosed environment, like public sector, or you're at the airports, or for that matter at the shipyard, but not for the common traffic. So what is useful for us, best thing is you go for ADAS type of principles and see how the students' mind work, and that will be good for you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Now I invite Mr. Jatin Garg, Honorary Secretary, to share insights on the virtual round of BAJA SAEINDIA 2027.
Hi, good afternoon again. So I'll quickly cover why we are here today. So like we said, every year the event happens at least 3 times. We have 4 different editions. So to start the event, we conduct this virtual round. Earlier we used to have 400 plus registrations and the space was limited. So we started virtual round to eliminate, out of 400 only 120 can participate. So we used to judge the teams based on their design and give them scores and give them feedback. Now this virtual round is being used or being held with the purpose of giving the feedback to the students. So over the next 2 days, around 180 teams will participate their design virtually to all the industry people. We have across approx 130 judges who will participate virtually from the industry. Each team will come and present their design. They will get feedback from the judges whether the design is correct or not, because based on this feedback they will start developing the buggy. So from July till December, teams will make the buggy, they will test their buggy at their colleges, and then they will come for the event. So although we will have the workshops explaining them or teaching them, but this is the point where they will get the feedback on their design from the judges. And on top of that, we have some quizzes, rule book, automotive quizzes, just to check their knowledge, apart from BAJA, whether they are aware about the other things. So this is a 2-day event which is hosted by Chitkara University, and we hope all the teams will get good, valuable feedback on the design which they will present. And I wish all the best to all the teams. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for a brief intro on virtual round. It is a pleasure to invite Mr. Joel Joe Thomas, convener, virtual round BAJA SAEINDIA 2027, to brief on the innovation in BAJA SAEINDIA.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll directly move to the topic. So, for the last 20 years, we have been here in this space, creating what we call as creating the engineers of tomorrow. Now, we have moved to the next step, that is to create the founders of tomorrow. So with this in mind, we have launched the innovation event, and I'm very happy to announce that we have funded at least 6 ideas for a total amount of 3 lakhs. We have had incubators across the country, and as ma'am was saying, we also have an all-girls team working on a funded idea, and we would also like to invite Chitkara as an incubator to these ideas. We look forward to creating the founders of tomorrow who will not be just job seekers, but who will create jobs for others and take India forward in our next phase of journey. Thank you.
Partnerships are the driving force behind progress, and when institutions with a shared vision come together, they create the opportunities that shape the future. Today marks another significant milestone in the journey of BAJA SAEINDIA as we formalize the association with one of the India's premier institutions, Chitkara University, through the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, a MOU. This MOU signifies Chitkara University's commitment as a host institution for the BAJA SAEINDIA 2027 virtual round. Together, BAJA SAEINDIA and Chitkara University reaffirm their shared vision of fostering innovation, experiential learning, and nurturing the next generation of automotive engineers. Now we will have a formal signing of MOU between BAJA SAEINDIA and Chitkara University. Thank you, everyone. Now it is my pleasure to invite Ms. Pranjal Rathod, co-convener, Virtual Round BAJA SAEINDIA 2027, to brief on the diversity of BAJA SAEINDIA. Pranjal, please. Yes. Her audio is no.
Yeah, hi, am I audible?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. All right. So hi everyone, this is Pranjal. being the co-convener for this season 2027. BAJA India has always been much more than an engineering competition. It is a platform that celebrates innovation, teamwork, and inclusivity. For the upcoming season, we have an incredible participation of 186 teams, bringing together over 5,400 aspiring engineers from across the nation. Among them are 977 women participants, including two dedicated all-girls teams, reflecting the growing diversity within our Baha community. Every participant, irrespective of their background or the gender, contributes unique perspectives that strengthen the spirit of innovation. As we begin the 2027 season, let us continue creating an environment where talent is recognized and opportunities are equal, and every aspiring engineer feels inspired to be a part of the BAHA journey. Next, the true strength of the BAHA India lies in its nationwide reach. And this map beautifully showcases that spirit. Teams from 25 different states and union territories coming together, proving that the passion for engineering transcends geographical boundaries. From established Baha hubs like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala to the emerging teams from many other regions, each institution contributes to making this platform richer and more competitive. Every pin on this map represents months of dedication, innovation, and countless hours of teamwork. As we move into BIAS India 2027, we look forward to welcoming even more institutions and expanding this vibrant engineering community across India. The pride of Punjab. As the BIAS India 2027 proudly comes to Punjab, we would like to recognize the remarkable contribution of the teams from this region. Teams such as Ashwamedha from Chitkara University, RBU Mech Battalion from Rayat Bahara University, Team Jansonic from Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, and the RPM from Punjab Engineering College from AM and EBA categories have consistently showcased excellence, determination, and technical capabilities on the national stage. Their achievements have inspired many young engineers to dream bigger and innovate fearlessly. With Punjab hosting this prestigious season, we are excited to witness even greater participation, stronger collaboration, and new milestones being created. On behalf of entire Baha India family, I warmly welcome all the teams and wish everyone an exciting, innovative, and successful Baha India 2027 season. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranjal, for briefing on the diversity in BAJA India. Now it is my pleasure to invite Colonel Dr. Rakesh Sharma, Registrar, Chitkara University, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. I'll keep it very simple. All the senior respected reps on the dais and young energetic students off the dais. Sir, thank you very much. I can understand 150 years of experience. I was listening to Manoj sir, how idea which is, germinated other side of Atlantic came here. And Bora sir, man on the ground, has fortified this idea. Thank you, sir, and thank you, trusting Chitkara University. And we'll not leave any stone unturned to fulfill your expectations to best of ability. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So we come to the last part of the day. It is time to felicitate our chief guest and the dignitaries on the dais. I request Mr. Balraj Subramanian to felicitate Dr. Madhu Chitkara, ma'am. Prasanna? Thank you, sir. I request Balraj sir to felicitate Colonel Dr. Rakesh Sharma. I request Dr. Vora sir to celebrate our chief guest, Mr. Balraj Banot sir, along with Balraj Subramanian sir. Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Madhu Chitkara ma'am to felicitate the chief guest, Mr. Balraj Banot sir. I request Dr. Madhu Chitkara ma'am to felicitate Mr. Balla Subramanian sir. I request Dr. Madhu Chitkara ma'am to felicitate Dr. K.Z. Vora sir. I request ma'am to felicitate Mr. Jatin Garg. I request ma'am to felicitate Joel Joe Thomas. I request ma'am to felicitate Dr. K.C. Vora sir. Done. Okay. Then it's.
I request ma'am to please facilitate our MC. Come.
Okay, I request ma'am to felicitate Joel Joe Thomas, convener of the Virtual Bar. It's already done. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, Yash Modi, who's been handling all the things from the backside. I would request Prasanna to come forward, please.
So thank you everyone for being here today, and we thank the dignitaries who have been seated for the last 2 hours and for bearing us. So it is a pleasure to have you. We're excited for the virtual round which is going to happen this Saturday and Sunday, and which is hosted by Chitkara University. So thank you for your support, ma'am, and thank you everyone for joining today. Have a great day.